Yes, yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening. You know the vibes. You're rocking out with yours truly, the Sauce, man. I got one of the hottest young hitters in the game, man. Fresh off that victory Friday night, Mr. Cash Flow
Yo,
Diaz,
yo.
man. First off, congratulations, man. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank
Um, yeah, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. My daughter. Let me let my daughter ask you two questions. She's been nagging me all day. Let her get her two questions out here. Ask them your questions. Come over. Hurry up. Get your two questions in. Come over. Come over. Come over. He can see you. Come over. Just come over. Come over. He can see you. Come over. Come over. Ask your two questions. Go ahead.
Um, um,
Come on. Ask him your questions real quick, Nasaya. What age did he start fighting?
what age did you
Pick 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 your hat
start
over your head.
fighting?
I started fighting at 8 and a half.
What? I'm 8.
See?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started fighting at 8 and a half. Yep. Been
And what's the
boxing
other
for a long
question?
time.
He's been boxing for a long time. He's 17 now. Now
I'm
ask
18.
ask him the
18.
other question about the TV.
Um, what is it like to be on TV?
It feels great. At first I got nervous, but now it's like it feels normal. I've been on TV all my life, so it's nothing really new. It's exciting though, and it definitely makes you feel great.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, Nasai, now let that
Bye.
go to work. Thank you so much for that cash flow. I
No
appreciate
problem.
that. Now, I wanna ask you, man, right off the bat, man, you jumped on this dude. You guys had a little history in the amateurs. Just describe them knockdowns, man. Cause out the gate, man, you was busting them up, man. Break those down for me.
All right, so in the first round, I was just starting like I usually do. You know what I mean? How you're supposed to jab. Figure him out, see what he does, see how he reacts to your punches and your feints, and then when I hit him with, because he's a taller fighter, so I hit him with the jab to
Yeah.
the body, overhand, right? I came over,
Yes.
I hit him. He took a big lunge back, and it was like I think two. It was already like 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the round, something like that. He stepped back into
Yes.
the ropes, and then we started exchanging. People were asking, why exchanging? 'Cause I'm the smaller guy. I have more leverage. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm taking the less risk by staying there. I'm taking the less risk by staying there and exchanging with him. And then that's when I caught him with that big overhand right. He dropped to the
Yes.
floor. He got up pretty fast, and then he went. We went back to boxing after the 8 count.
Yeah.
He threw like a little right uppercut, right hook, caught him, and then I rolled into a hook again, and he stumbled right into the ropes. And I just kept working him for as much as I can. I tried to get him out of there the first round after that because
Yeah.
you get paid the same either way if you get him out the
That's
first
right.
round or the
Yeah.
last. So
Yeah, that's correct. No overtime. There's no
no,
overtime in boxing.
right,
No
right.
overtime. Just yo, break down your camp because I seen like leading up to the fight, you was in camp with Shakur and some of those other guys out there in Vegas. How was the camp leading into this fight?
The camp was great. Being with Shakur and just watching him spar, watching him train, because he's obviously a great fighter, and he's one of the young fighters too. So I definitely can relate to him a lot and learn a lot from him. And sparrings, I've been getting great work in with the sparring, and it's just like there's no better camp I can get, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Just break down this too. Like my daughter alluded to a little bit. Just like this is your third fight, third televised fight. Just describe that overall experience of fighting on ESPN. The worldwide leader in sports at such a young age, 17 years old. Your first three fights
Well,
televised, man. Just
18
just
now,
break that
yeah,
down.
18.
18, 18. My
Yeah,
bad, my bad.
you're good. It feels great, man, because not a lot of people are on ESPN at such a young age. Um,
Yeah.
I think all that with being with Floyd, you know what I mean, all my life, and just being around cameras all my life, it doesn't really like change the way how I feel about fighting, or just it doesn't. I don't get nervous no more. It's just it's just the same old, same old. At the end of the day, I got to get the job done. I just got to do it in front of more people.
Yeah,
That's
fact,
the way I think
fact.
of it. Um, it's definitely fun though, and especially after the fights, you win, you eat whatever, and then you go. I go look at the fight, and I look at it a lot, and it's just nice to see that I'm on ESPN. You know,
Yeah,
feels
cool, cool.
great.
Cool. Break down that uniform, man. You was out there styling, man. Break down it. Who helped you put that together, or was that all you, man?
No,
That
that was
that
my father,
uniform.
man. My father,
Okay.
he
Shout
a
out to
smart
Mike,
man.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really like how can I say it? He's very creative, bro. Like, you know, he likes to
Okay.
think outside the box. And also it was
Yeah.
some, you know, it was a little bit of me, but I have to give credit to my dad for that one. Um, so the Michael Myers, right? We were gonna come
Yeah.
up with something Halloween anyways, but
Okay.
then we thought of it like this, you know, what's going on around there. Then my dad saw that Michael Myers, the movie, you know, the Halloween Kills movie,
Yeah. Yeah.
came out the same day as I fight. So he said,
Okay.
get a Michael Myers mask, you know, we just get a little knife and then put the theme song, you know what I mean? Create a little
Yeah.
atmosphere. I honestly had the best walkout that day.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
it's just as soon as you hear it was quiet, and then everybody was in awe. You know, everybody was shocked. You know, there's some of them were
Yeah.
laughing, some of them like, you know, you gotta have the. At the end of the day, I'm a performer, so I have to, you know, let them enjoy the fight, let them enjoy everything. It was
Yeah.
dope though. If we would have known about the Halloween movie sooner, I think we would have like done, you know, because you know Mike's always in
Yeah.
overalls and
The
stuff like
over.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have done something like that, you know. But it's okay, you know. Next time, it's always
Yeah.
next
Dope.
time.
Nah, that was definitely dope. That's why I wanted to ask you about that. Now I know last time, well in February, after the weigh-in, you had Raising Canes and all that. What was
Yeah,
what was the after weigh-in meal this time? You was in California, right? That was the fight was
yeah,
in Cali, right?
yeah.
What did you get out there? What was on the menu for you after the weigh-ins?
So since we were in San Diego,
Yes.
I haven't been to that area. You know,
Okay.
I've been to San Diego, but I just never been to that area downtown. So it was
Yes.
hard for us to get stuff. But what I got was like just normal stuff, you know, pancakes, eggs,
Okay.
bacon, you know, stuff, you know, the traditional breakfast, American
Yeah.
breakfast. And then
Okay.
for lunch, what did I get? It was it was pasta, pasta, I ate Olive Garden.
Okay.
Pasta, yeah,
Okay.
pasta because you get your carbs back. You know, carbs equals energy, so that's what you need. And it
Yeah.
definitely helps you get back up in weight. Carbs, and then what was the last one? Oh, the last one was fish. I ate fish
Okay.
before the fight. I ate fish actually before the fight too, a little bit
Oh,
before, because we had to go to the
okay.
locker room at 3 and I had to fight at 5:30. So I had a little bit of
Yeah.
time to digest and relax.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now I want to get your thoughts on a couple of fights.
Got you.
We just had the heavyweight clash. Who was you picking prior to the fight with Wilder and Fury?
I was picking Fury, but
Okay.
I honestly thought um that, you know, Deontay really has nothing to lose, so, you know, I thought he was gonna clip him with something at
Yeah.
least. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he did, and I thought the fight was gonna change after that, but I don't know. Just he was off for like, I mean, he wasn't fighting for like what, 2 years, something like that,
So you're
and he
20
didn't.
months. 20
Yeah,
months. Yeah.
and he didn't come up with, you know, a better game plan. He just stick the jab to the body, which kind of disappointed me, you know, because
Yeah.
all that time, you know, to just sit and really think, what should I do to fight Tyson Fury? You know what I mean? How could I beat him?
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
good. He was starting up when he was starting off with the jabs to the body. I was like, hey man, he looking like a different fighter right now. I was like, hold on, let me see
Yeah.
Deontay box. And then, you know, he
Yeah.
just got clipped, and then the whole game plan just changed. You know what I mean? Changes when
Yeah.
you actually get hit. You know, so
Yeah.
I
That's a
mean, props
fact.
to Tyson Fury. He could box, man. He could box. How big he is.
Yeah. You've been in the gyms with him at the top rank gym, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people don't realize how big he is, and he actually has boxing skills to be that big. You know?
He's huge, and you know, obviously he's big in weight, so
Yeah,
he could tire you out. You know, he's light on his feet for how big he is. Man moves his head like he's a lightweight.
yeah. Facts. Now we got the big fight coming up this Saturday in Atlanta. One of your Jprince stablemates facing Jamel Herring. How do you see that fight playing out?
I've seen Shakur in the gym, and honestly, I think Shakur is just gonna outbox him. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? Jamal could fight, and I'm not taking nothing
Yeah,
away from him, But
Yeah,
it's a different era, bro, and it's a different generation, and there's too many young killers, bro, and Shakur is one
yeah.
of them. So I
Yes.
see the fight Shakur winning unanimous.
Okay. Okay. And then, we got two more big fights in Vegas. Hopefully, you will be attending both of them. The first one, Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant, man. The winner of that fight is going to make history, be the first undisputed super middleweight champion. How do you see that fight playing out?
Ooh, this one's a tough one. You want to know why? Because I think people, and so many Canelo fans are like, how do you say it? Not sleeping on Caleb, but they're ignoring his boxing skills. For Caleb
Yes.
being, at that weight, there's not really that much. You know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure because at that weight, you could be more relaxed, like Canelo. Tap and hit hard. Relax. Caleb is really, I don't know. He's just a great overall boxer. But Canelo, man, he's been in the game way too long, man. He's fought the
Yeah.
best of the best, and he's learned a lot, and he matured every fight and every camp. So it's like I don't know. He has the fighting down to a T, to be honest. I think it'll
Okay.
be a good fight, but I think Canelo will win.
Mm.
I think
Okay.
Canelo,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Cool. And then another fight at the end of the month in Vegas. You got Terrence Bud Crawford and Sean Porter. How do you see that fight playing out?
Um, I have Sean doing like okay and good in the early rounds, but Terrence he's just a better boxer. He's more versatile. He
Yeah.
switches and he's as good as he is southpaw. He's as good as he is orthodox southpaw. So
Okay.
it's hard to fight somebody like that. So I think Crawford by unanimous again.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Now back to you. After a fight, how much time do you normally take off, or do you just get right back in the gym and start sharpening the sword up again?
Usually I just take like the weekend off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
sometimes like the my last fight I just went right back because I was helping a couple of my Jprince stablemates, my friends. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Helping them in camp. So I kind of went right back to it. But I still took like a
Yeah.
day or two off. Like today I'm gonna go train. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go train
Yeah.
later and just keep sharpening. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean I have to train really 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 hard. Because you
Okay.
can't do that to your body. You're not meant to do that all the time. You're gonna wear yourself out. So I'll go right back and just relax and train and just staying sharp.
Cool, cool. Yo, describe those runs for the people that don't know. Like, Vegas has the mountains, and I know you are a frequent runner up there of the mountains. Just to describe those runs, because the elevation it gets real up there. Describe those runs in the mountains up there.
See, Vegas, we have a lot of different mountains, and the Mount Charleston is probably one of the best ones.
Yes,
The elevation is three times what it is here. Like just
in the
Vegas, just
valley.
chilling.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And man, it's just it all comes to your mind at that point, bro. Like midway, it's
yeah,
just so hard, but it's just pushing because that mountain is a mountain you can't get used to, and I've been running that, all the time. You just
yeah,
can't get used to that because it's always hard, but that's what makes my conditioning better and makes me, perform good in it.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
hey,
that's
man.
that was gonna be the second part of that. Just like describe and break down what that does for you in the ring as far as your strength and conditioning and your overall endurance during the fight from running those hills and the mountains.
I mean, hey, it does wonders, bro. It does what most other runs can't. You can't really emulate that by just running 10 miles chilling. You know what I mean? Just like
Yes, yes.
yeah, just regular, just running around the streets and stuff. It doesn't imitate that. So I mean, it makes my conditioning 10 times better. And that, and then sparring, bro. Sparring has to be the best conditioning because
Yes.
there's no other conditioning than just to get in there and actually throw a jab at someone, then run. But if
Yeah.
you could do if you could do both and you could do a lot of both, then hey, you'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah, fact. And that was another thing I was just about to ask you. I'm glad you brought up your sparring partners. I was going to tell you, shout out, your coaches, the guys that got you ready for this victory. Because, like I said, you were just victorious. So, we always like to give the guys, that helped you get there, that pushed you there, a
Yep.
little shine too. So, just shout out some of your coaches and your
Okay.
sparring partners in this camp.
Shout out to my I'm gonna do my sparring partners first. Tremaine
Okay,
Williams.
okay,
I've been working with him for pretty much the entire camp. And there was a couple of Shakur's fighters I worked with, his teammates, and then
okay.
I worked with Tomoki Komeda, so shout out to him, former world champion. He definitely helped me out a lot. And then big thanks to Ray, Shakur's cousin, to Ray Stevenson. He helped me a lot with the strength and conditioning and gets me how strong I am today. Thank you to Rafael Garcia. He's my cut man. He
Okay,
you know
yeah,
he
one of the
stretched me
best in
out.
the game. Yeah.
Yeah. And then big shout out to my pops. Obviously, he's the coach and father. He gets me ready for everything, making sure I'm sharp, making sure I don't stray the path. And with this team, I'll be all right for a long,
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah, shout out to Mike, man. Big Mike Diaz too, man. Definitely, man. And shout out to him too for putting together that fly uniform, man. You guys
Man,
was definitely silent
he's a
fight night.
genius with that, man. He's a genius with that.
Yeah.
I give him that.
And before I let you go, I always like for the young fighters such as yourself to give the kids, a word of encouragement. Let them know, the sacrifice, the dedication that they got to make just to get to this point, man. Because right now there's a young kid that's gonna watch this interview that wants to be the next Floyd Cash, Floyd Diaz. So just tell them like some of the things that it takes just to get there.
Okay. See, with boxing, especially in this sport, it's a hard sport. There's no denying it. It gets harder as the age goes and as you keep progressing. But the only way to make it easier for yourself is to train even twice as hard, 3 times as hard, 4 times as hard, and just keep training and don't ever stray the path. You know what's right from wrong, and you gotta learn from it. You know what I mean? Sometimes, but boxing, you gotta be really dedicated and just man is made of habits, and just keep making hard work and everything you do a habit, and you'll be all right.
Yes, definitely, man, definitely. And before I let you go, man, I need my drops, for the show. I need you to just drop it one time. Say the sauce. You know the vibes.
The sauce. You know the vibes. We out here.
Yes,
Sauce
that's
Talk
right.
Podcast.
Yes. Oh man, you are the best, man. You are the best, man. Once again, thanks again to Floyd Cash, Floyd Diaz. Future fight day. Do you know anything yet, or you just staying ready?
I heard maybe I might have another one before the end of the year, but
Okay.
there's so much fights going on. You never know. But I'm gonna just stay sharp and be ready, and I'll let everybody know when I get the chance.
Definitely. Before we let you go, let everybody know where they can follow you at, where they can find you at via Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
You can follow me on everything at just Floyd Cash Flow Diaz _ in between each, and you'll find me.
Yeah, once again, man, thank you for your time. Best of luck. Can't wait to link with you again in Vegas. And keep winning. Much success, man.
Yes,
can't
sir,
wait.
man.
Can't wait to say, that I actually interview world champions. You will be one of the new world champions too that I have in the catalog.
You know it, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
Definitely, man. Thank you,
baby. Check it out.
Peace, man. Appreciate you, champ. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, we are going to wrap that up. That was my boy Cash Flow Diaz, man. Definitely check him out, 3-0. Jprince Boxing, top ranked fighter, man. Definitely, man. Once again, man, thanks again to his father, Mike Diaz. Thank you to Jprince Boxing. Also, my guy, Coach Music. You know the vibes. It's the sauce, man.